Do you know someone with autism who loves Pokemon Go or something else? And would you love to figure out a way that you can use that to help them socialize? In this video, I'm going to be talking about that. I'm Craig Kahn, and I've got it going on, and this is TeamAutismpedia, where we're dedicated to educating you about autism, how you can look at improving the lives of people with autism. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing so that you can get our latest videos. If you've been around people with autism, you may have seen this, that we can often have something that we're really, really into and that we just love doing and that. So that's a common thing, that we have something that we can get obsessed with and that. But I remember another thing that was a big thing that my parents dealt with was that I didn't have many friends that I regularly got to doing things with and that. But the first point I just brought up is something that can be the solution for a number of people that can solve a lack of friends and getting together with people regularly. There's a lot of things that people are interested in that have groups and that get together and that. So we're going to be talking about that, and especially using Pokemon Go, because that's something I use and that you can look at using as an example of how you can look at helping someone with autism get themselves into social situations. Just like the kid who can't pay attention in class, put him in front of a video game and you will not succeed at taking his attention away. The same thing is going to happen with someone with autism and friendship, that they will run to interacting with other people and putting themselves in those social situations. So the first step that you need to take if you're going to look at using this strategy and helping them put them into social situations is you have to know what their interest is. Is it Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it a video game or something like that? In this case, we're looking at Pokemon Go. You have to understand how does it work and this and that, and how do people actually use it? One of the big things about Pokemon Go is that if you go around, and especially when it was all the rage, because Pokemon Go is still alive, then you would run into people and they would be playing Pokemon Go, and you could just get into conversation with them and that. And the same thing is still happening. Today, one of the things that is going on with Pokemon Go is there's these things called raid battles, where what you do is you have to be with other people to battle this certain Pokemon and that, and then you can battle it and you can get a reward. But you have to interact. And now you see what I'm talking about, that if you understand how the interest goes and how you can put them into that situation, then you can utilize that to say, hey, do you want to go find some raid battles or whatever your child's interest is and help and do that? And you're not even telling them to interact with people, but they're like, yeah, let's do this. I love this game and that. They'll throw themselves at it. Another thing to look at is, are there meetups or Facebook groups around your area that deal with people who also are interested in it? That can be another way that you can look at getting your child to interact with other people. Make sure that you join them and make sure that it's a safe area for them and that. But Meetup.com and Facebook can be places that you can find different events. Like maybe if they're interested into Yu-Gi-Oh, then you can find Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and that. You can also look at finding the places where people often get those kind of cards, like things like a trading card store, a place that serves whatever that interest is of what you do. They'll know about events that are around, and you can find those things and say, hey, let's go to this. It's like, wow, my interest, I love this. And like I said before, they'll go to it and that. And they'll put themselves in social situations. They'll get better. They'll learn and they'll grow. But this is important to know. The other day, I actually was just playing Pokemon Go, and I saw someone else was around me playing Pokemon Go. I found them, and we got to talking, and we talked about our mutual interest in Pokemon Go. I also recently joined a group that helps people who play Pokemon Go in my area connect. And you can do this too with whatever your child's interest is. Whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblades, or whatever. There's groups that connect on so many different interests. Find meetup.coms. Go to Facebook groups and ask around for people. You will find things, but if you don't know this stuff and don't do the research, you won't find it. There's other benefits too of getting your kid interested in utilizing their interests. I know with Pokemon Go, I do more exercising every often because I'm wanting to walk a little bit more because I get benefits in the game for it. The game tricks me into exercising. Isn't that crazy? So there's that. I know with Pokemon Go, I also look at going to different places and seeing them, and it's really cool that I get to say, oh, yeah, that's a cool thing over there and that. So just try to find that interest, do the research, find out how you can use that to help your child do things to help socialize and better their own lives. Again, you will need to do some research to figure this out, but it's very valuable to do this because if you can throw your child into a situation that they will love to interact with other people and it can lead to them improving in socialization, why not? And this can also work for older people too, that they'll gladly go to those situations to interact. But if I'm curious, if you know someone with autism and you're going to try to use this technique, what are you going to try to do with them? And once you do it, I'd love to find out what is your results. Please put that in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing so you can get our latest videos.